Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to all three of you for being here today. You have a monumental task, and I have been a recipient of your assistance, but like everything else, there's always room for improvement. Ms. Criswell, it's good to see you again, and I appreciate you being here. As you know, South Mississippi is uniquely threatened by major natural disasters, and your agency is responsible for completing many of the recovery projects. One of the projects that I have focused on since my first day in office is addressing the flood insurance crisis. My constituents on Mississippi Gulf Coast are being hammered by the unaffordable flood insurance premiums under risk rating 2.0. On top of this, many families in my district are inaccurately included in a high-risk flood zone due to the outdated flood maps. Combining the high rise in flood insurance prices with outdated maps, people in my communities are being forced to move. My hometown of Pascagoula has been completely changed because of this. It's frustrating to watch, and it's beyond time that we get this fixed. I'm glad that Mississippi State Legislature fully funded a project to update the flood maps in partnership with Southern Mississippi Planning and Development District. This project has partnered with experts in the field to create more reliable flood maps. I understand the group has submitted to FEMA their findings and the data required to revise the flood map for the Mississippi coast. As you can see, this is a very important issue to me and my constituents. You and I both know that the success of these projects relies on good communications between FEMA, the review team, and the local stakeholders. Will you commit to making sure that all the groups working on this project are communicating properly?
Congressman, I will personally go back and check in on the flood maps that you just mentioned to ensure that they are being included appropriately into the risk rating calculations for premiums. And I would be happy to continue working with you and other members of Congress as we work on an affordability framework so everybody that needs flood insurance can afford flood insurance.